Hi, I'm Brittany. Some of you have asked me to put some information out there for you as to how you might go about building up to Surya Namaskara A. So we're going to work with some props today. We're going to work with our blocks, and we're just going to take a look at a few different variations that we might take in order to make the sun salute a little bit more accessible when we're just starting, and then we're going to carry it all the way to how it's traditionally done.
Bringing the feet together if possible. The inner edges of the feet touching. And then feeling the legs hug towards the midline of the body. Just take the hands to the waist and become aware of what's happening in the pelvis and the below spine today. So we want the hip bones to be level. We want the sit bones and the pubic bone to be equally high, so that front and back body are equally tall and supported. And then just rolling the shoulders down into the back body. Let's open the palms, open the chest space. Feeling that lengthening action from the strength of your feet and your legs coming all the way up into the crown. So the chin actually lowers slightly so that the back of the neck becomes long. Keeping this feeling in the spine, samasthiti. Keeping this feeling in the spine, just relaxing, samasthiti, equal standing pose. As you breathe in, reaching the arms up. Now you might start by working with the hands shoulder width apart, so that the shoulders are not encouraged to shrug up to the ears as you raise the arms. As you exhale, start to fold the body forward. You're going to take a little bend in the knees. You're going to use your blocks for your forward fold. As you inhale, you're going to try and lengthen the spine, pressing the crown of the head forward as you pull the hands back isometrically, so without actually moving them. Feel as though the hands are pressing back. Feel how this turns the core on to support the spine. Feel how this turns the inner thighs on. Trying to keep these actions happening. As you exhale, bend the knees deeply, bring the hands to the floor. And step back to high plank. So quite a long step. Feet are now hip width apart. And what you might try to begin with is bringing the knees to the floor. Shoulders right over top of the wrists. Take an extra breath in here. And as you exhale, start to bend the elbows any amount. So it may be very small for you today, and that's okay. Keeping the elbows hugged in towards the body. So try not to let it turn into a push-up. And then as you breathe in, letting the hips come to the floor, keep hugging the elbows into the body. Start to pull the chest forward, lifting the heart space. Pressing down into the tops of the feet, lift the knees up off the floor, engaging the legs. Try not to overuse the seat muscles here. So this is Cobra or Bhujangasana. And then as you exhale, curling the toes under, you can start to shift the weight back towards child's pose. And then start to lift the knees off the floor, releasing the head, and working towards downward facing dog. And if you're really tight in the shoulders, or in the back, or in the hamstrings, you might work with your knees a little bent today, so that you can find the action of pushing away from the hands and bringing the sit bones towards the wall behind you. And then you're going to pause here for 5 breaths. 1, keep lengthening the spine. 2, 3, 4, 5. As you inhale, raise the heels. Let the weight come forward slightly. Exhale, bend the knees, look to the fingers, and as you inhale, just walk the feet towards the hands. So bend the knees as much as you need to make that accessible for you. Bring the hands back to the blocks. As you exhale, find your fold at the hip crease. So rather than rounding the spine, bend the knees slightly. Feel that pull back as you fold the chest down, trying to bring the belly to the thighs. And then as you breathe in, come up through that flat back, all the way to standing again, the hands to shoulder width. Exhale, releasing the arms down. So we'll just go through that first variation again. Inhale, shoulder width apart. Exhale, folding forward at the hip crease. to the blocks. Inhale to lengthen, pull back with the hands, turn the core on. And as you exhale, step back to high plank. Let's take an extra breath in. Exhale, lower the knees, start to bend the elbows. Inhale to your back bend, cobra. And then exhale, either to child's pose or to downward facing dog, pausing in either posture for 1. And just let the head release. 2. Spreading the fingers, spreading the toes if you're in downward dog. 3. 4. For 5, as you breathe in, lift the heels, bring the weight forward a little. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, walk to the top of the mat. Bring your feet back together. Exhale, folding the back. Inhale, rising up through your flat back. And then exhaling to release. This time, we're going to go a little bit further. So as you breathe in, reaching up, try bringing the palms together. Again, without lifting the shoulders. So they're going to be a little bit in front of the chest. Exhale, start to fold the body forward. You might still come to the blocks, but they might be lower. Or you might start to bring the fingertips to the floor. Folding and releasing the head. As you breathe in, come back to that lengthened feeling. Turn the core on. So again, you're pulling back with the hands. Exhale, stepping back to high plank. And you might start towards lowering all in one breath. Chaturanga, half chaturanga. Inhaling to cobra. Or you might start to explore upward facing dog. So you might start to extend the elbows, lifting the hips off the floor. Pressing the tops of the feet down, opening the heart space. And then as you exhale, if you need to, you can lower the knees to press back. Or you can just roll right over the toes to downward facing dog. Pause and here for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. As you exhale, bend the knees, look to the fingers. As you inhale, walk, or you might take a little hop towards your hands, and you can walk the rest of the way. Exhale, folding the body to the blocks or to the floor, whatever's accessible to you. And then as you inhale, lengthening through your flat back, bring the palms together. Exhale, release. So let's try that variation one more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward, either to the blocks or to the floor, release the head. Inhale, lengthen the spine, so find that long back body. Exhale, step back and lower down, all in one breath, so you can use the knees for support. Try and bring the shoulders down to the elbows. Inhale, either to cobra or to upward dog. And then exhaling to downward facing dog, trying to work on lifting the hips and rolling over the toes. Pausing here for 1. Feel free to bend the knees if you need to extend the weight back. 2. 3. 4. 5. Bending the knees, look to the feet, hop, walk the rest of the way. Exhale, fold the body to the blocks or to the floor. Inhale, coming all the way up through your flat back, press the palms. Exhale, release. And we'll add on one more time, so inhaling to reach up. Exhaling to fold forward, you might use the blocks at your lowest end. Or you might not use the blocks at all. Inhale to lengthen. You can take a little bend in the knees. Find that long spine. Turn the core on. Exhale, step or hop back to high plank and lower down. Chaturanga. And if you still need the knees, that's fine. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here for a moment. Working towards extending the spine, extending the legs. 2, 3, 4, 5. As you exhale, bend the knees, look to the fingers. Inhale, hop to the hands. Exhale, folding the body. Release the breath all the way up. And then inhaling up through your flat back. And exhaling to release.
So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of how you can go about building up your sun salutations. So you can take any one of those variations that we input today, whether it's the use of the blocks, bending the knees in your forward folding or in downward facing dog, bringing the knees to the floor for half chaturanga, or using cobra pose instead of upward facing dog. You can add any of those variations in along the way to building up your sun salutation so that you can continue to work with integrity throughout your practicing. So I hope that was helpful to you today, and I'll see you back here real soon and we'll break down Surya Namaskara B.